Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
So let's wait for others to join. So as discussed in the last class, this time I have prepared a short lecture on body language, right? So we'll be talking about the general features, the general, observations, and also how you should be preparing yourself to face an interview. So how about the rest of the class? Are your classmates attending the rest of the lectures?
Yes, ma'am. इसी में तो थे.
So they are attending and how they are just bunking this one, right?
नहीं मैम, इसी के मतलब फिजिक्स के लास्ट में से क्लास थी, उसमें सिर्फ मैं और सुशांत थे.
Okay,
उससे पहले उसकी पहले लेक्चर्स में थे बच्चे इसी के
okay. So
2-3.
it is like the trend is towards the end of the day, matlab the students tend to miss the classes, right? All right, so I think I should begin with as many students there are already. Let's not waste time. So, and the rest of the students can join in. So here we have, today, our focus is totally going to be on body language, right? In other terms, body language is also referred to as non-verbal communication. Verbal हो गई जो हमने words use करके एक दूसरे के साथ बात की है. Any other aspects, they come within non-verbal communication, and at times body language is also included within that, right? So first let's discuss a bit about non-verbal communication. So I want to just ask, a question. How many of you have pets at home? So any of you have any pet dogs? Okay, so Harmanpreet Singh has. All right. So Harman, can you tell me, since we know animals cannot talk, so how do you understand your pet? Like हमें फिर भी pets की बातें तो समझ आ जाती है, right? You are able to understand what he's or she is trying to tell you. So कुछ examples दो, मतलब कैसे पता चलता है?
जैसे मैम अगर उसने कोई घूमने वगैरह जाना होता है तो
हम्म,
फिर वो हमारे आसपास ही घूमी जाएगी.
right.
मतलब फीमेल पेट है तो फिर आसपास ही घूमती है वो. एंड अगर उसको कोई भूख वगैरह लगी हो तो फिर वो अपने जो सा उसका रखा हुआ है खाने के लिए वो उसके पास जाकर फिर भौंकना स्टार्ट कर देगी ऐसे.
Right. So yes, even I have two pets at home. So this is what they do when they want to. For example, उनको पता चल जाता है when we are about to leave, है ना? They'll try to chase you कि we also want to go along. Similarly, if they want food or treats, तो जैसे अपने food वाले bowl के पास जाके बैठ जाना, or they'll bark at you. ठीक है, सो जैसे भी इन केस यू आर हैविंग समथिंग विच दे रियली लाइक, उनको मतलब उनको भी टेस्टी लगता है, देन दिल आस्क फॉर दैट एज वेल, डिपेंडिंग ऑन हाउ वेल यू हैव ट्रेन्ड देम. सो सी, अब एनिमल्स डोंट हैव वर्ड्स, yet they communicate with each other, and they are able to communicate with us as well. अब जैसे जो dogs हैं ना, these were the first animals to be domesticated. So dogs की तो बहुत ज़्यादा understanding develop हो चुकी है about the human world, about us. This is why they can communicate, they can make those expressions, those eyes, कि हमें उनकी बात समझ आ जाए. And if we are talking about animals, so humans की भी जो हमारी जो history है, it's not that old yet, right? So अगर हम पूरी history का देखें ना timeline, तो उसमें बहुत थोड़ा time हुआ है since we became the people we are today, living in societies, in houses with all this technology. So for a large chunk of time we were also living like animals, right? Only with more evolved brains, and हम आपस में भी ऐसे ही communicate करते थे with different sounds. There were very limited sounds, languages तो बनी नहीं थी, ठीक है? And we had these expressions, gestures, postures, जिससे पता चलता था कि what the other person is trying to say. So this is why non-verbal communication even today plays a very big role. If I say your body language, it plays a very big role in our communication. So I have just included few facts. Let's take a look at them. The study of non-verbal aspects of communication gained importance during the 1960s and 70s, though it has been around ever since mankind. अब जब से mankind came into being, non-verbal communication has also been there. अब इसकी ज़्यादा importance कब हुई? In 60s, 70s, that is when people and scientists, they started focusing on this aspect कि we should be studying this more to understand human beings more, right? So अगर हम पहले बात करें, जब पहले की movies होती थी, any of you, have you heard of Charlie Chaplin? Yes, Gurpreet?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So you are familiar, है ना? And जो Charlie Chaplin की movies होती थी, if you remember, they had no dialogues, right? They were silent movies. Rather, movies जब start हुई हैं, dialogues came much later. Earlier, it used to be only silent movies, and then sound was incorporated. ठीक है, तो जब silent movies का time था, हमें story समझ कैसे आती थी? Through expressions, right? Through their gestures, through their movements. There was no language. Either there were, or some form of sign language might be there, right? And similarly, dumb shows are जिनमें language नहीं use होती, only through expressions the show is displayed, the show is put on stage. ठीक है, इसीलिए जो verbal component है, that includes only 35% of our communication. Over 65% is non-verbal. Imagine the words you are saying, उसमें तो सिर्फ 7% ही है, बाकी सारा क्या है? आपकी tone of your voice, pitch, volume. Like tone से आपको समझ आ जाता है कि अभी मम्मा का फोन आया तो डांट पड़नी है, right? Similarly with pitch of volume, you can tell whether when your friend is about to share a happy news, or your friend is very excited, or if that friend is very sad. Same goes for volume as well. When we are in a bad mood, हम इतना मतलब loudly नहीं बोलते. When we are in a good mood, naturally our volume is higher, our voice has some energy, right? So this is how the non-verbal communication plays a very important role, right? So good examples are कि आप अगर हमारी history का ही सोचो, words came much later, but we were still communicating somehow, right? Similarly, our expressions were always there, gestures were always there. इसीलिए अभी right now अगर हम बात करें ना, no doubt we have so many different languages, so many different cultures. Every country, every city, rather even within the city you will find variations in language. जैसे वो कहते हैं कि every 15 kilometers the language changes. Yet we have some expressions, we have some gestures जिनका universally same meaning होता है, right? हम उसकी भी बात करेंगे. So this was just a few facts to tell you how important is non-verbal communication. So now we'll discuss what exactly non-verbal communication includes, right? So इसमें these are no doubt, these are terms are very scientific sounding. Don't worry, this is only for your knowledge. You are not supposed to memorize them. This is just so that you know better, and with the help of these concepts you can understand yourself and others better. ठीक है, इससे ना आपको बेटा इंटरव्यू में आगे बहुत हेल्प होगी. While you are interacting with other people, उसमें आपको बहुत हेल्प होगी, since you would know what to look out for. So when you are looking out for these signs, you would also get to know whether the other person is interested in you or not, या वो आपकी बात कितने ध्यान से सुन रहे हैं, right? So first let's discuss kinesics, right? So kinesics means study of body movements, बॉडी मूवमेंट से मैं अब क्या आ जाता है हमारे जेस्चर्स, डिस्प्ले ऑफ इमोशंस और रिलेइंग वर्ड्स थ्रू एक्शंस. फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ आई से ऐसे मैं फिंगर पॉइंट कर रही हूँ, ठीक है, आई एम जस्ट वेविंग माई फिंगर दिस वे, आपको पता चल जाएगा आई मीन टू से नो और आई एम सेइंग अबाउट समथिंग के डोंट डू दैट. For example, in your exam, when the invigilator is there, the invigilator must just point out like this, okay, and you would understand that in case if you're trying to cheat, the invigilator means that do not try to cheat, right? So these are words which are communicated through actions. Then we have gestures. Ab gestures are like when I teach, I am moving my hands a lot, right? I might move forward to say something. I might move backward in between. So all these are my gestures and body movements. अब कोई बात आपको समझाने के लिए I am let's say also using my hand gestures side by side just to emphasize my point, right? Then we have display of emotions, which is our expressions on our face. You can make out अगर कोई बहुत ही कॉन्फिडेंटली मूव कर रहा है, you can say that from their gait होती है चाल, right? I'll just write the spellings of the same for your convenience. So let's learn a new word as well. Gait means how you move, आप walk कैसे करते हैं, ठीक है. So in case somebody is moving confidently, you can tell. In case somebody is nervous, you can tell, ठीक है. अगर कोई डरा हुआ है या somebody is trying to hide from somebody, आप उसकी body movement से पता कर सकते हैं कि yes, something is wrong here, right? So all these comes in kinesics. Then we have proxemics, which is use of space and distance. Now everybody is familiar with the term social distancing, right? Due to corona कितना कह रहे हैं maintain social distance, maintain social distance. वो इस जगह से आया social distance, ठीक है. हमारे ना आसपास like these are just imaginary, some scientists came up with them. जो हमारा आसपास का distance है, it is divided into various zones. Now when interacting with different people, you tend to maintain a different kind of distance. For example, with your family it is different. You don't mind अगर your आपका family member या आपका best friend बिल्कुल आपके पास खड़े होकर आपसे बात कर रहे हैं, you don't mind that. However, imagine कोई stranger इतना पास आके बात करे, आजकल तो चलो कोरोना के कारण भी another concern, then you tend to feel uncomfortable कि why is he or she standing so close to me, right? So within this distance you only are comfortable with the people you are very close to. I'll just show you a picture I have here. So these are our various zone distances. So if you see 15 to 46 centimeters, it is the intimate zone, which is for your close friends or your family, that you don't mind standing so close to somebody and talking. Then this is the personal zone. Again, it would be 46 centimeters to 1.2 meters. So this zone includes वही जो people जिनके साथ आप थोड़ा और comfortable हैं. इसमें मे बी थोड़े आपके नेबर्स भी आ जाए who are not, जिनके साथ इतना कंफर्टेबल नहीं होगा वो वहां आके खड़े हो जाए, but it's okay if they are in your personal zone. Then this is the social zone, which we are reminded ever again that maintains social distancing. So this word has come from this, which is different zone distances, and we are always reminded that social distancing maintain karo in COVID. So this means 1.2 meters to 3.6 meters. जो ये वाली range है, even 4 to 10 feet at times we say. So this is the social zone. Here you would have different people जिनको मे बी आप जानते हो but not as well कि आप उनके साथ comfortable हो in personal zone. Then we have the public zone, which is for complete strangers, right? ये वाला zone वहां maintain हो रहा है. For example, आप सड़क पे जा रहे हो. Now no doubt in India at times these zones are not possible. For example, you are traveling in a public transport, bus में जा रहे हो, the bus is very crowded. So a lot of people might there be even in your intimate zone, and they're all complete strangers, right? Or they might be in your personal zone. You're sitting next to a stranger. So ये zone हमेशा maintain हो नहीं पाते, but this is how we would prefer if we had a choice, right? Then we have the public zone, which is more than 3.6 meters. अगर given a choice in a ground, if group of strangers have collected, तो वो इतना distance आपस में maintain करना prefer करेंगे. Right, so this is about the various zone distances that we have. This is also linked to our body language. एंड इसकी स्टडी से भी हमें पता चलता है कि कौन कितना कंफर्टेबल है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल नाउ यू कैन टेल, अगर कोई दोनों आसपास लोग खड़े हैं तो येस दे ऑलरेडी नो ईच अदर एंड दे आर कंफर्टेबल विद ईच अदर. अगर कोई दूर दूर खड़ा है एंड दे आर टॉकिंग तो उसमें डायनामिक्स डिफरेंट होंगे, राइट. And also another interesting fact is what the scientists found out, that when it is people who are living in, let's say, areas which are sparsely populated. ठीक है, कुछ एरियाज हैं जहाँ पे बहुत दूर दूर ही घर हैं. यू कैन टेक सम वेस्टर्न सिटी और इवन हेयर इन सम विलेजेस, अरुणाचल प्रदेश में बहुत दूर दूर घर होते हैं. इतने ऐसे ना क्राउडेड विलेजेस नहीं होते. In those areas now those people are not used to living very close to people, so they always prefer to greet each other from a distance. If we talk about our region, North India or Jalandhar, हमारा तो है ये ना कि whenever we meet somebody we greet them, we hug them, right? ठीक है, वो तो अब कोरोना के कारण वी आर ट्राइंग टू ऑलवेज मेंटेन अ डिस्टेंस, बट इधर हमारा ग्रीटिंग का सिस्टम अलग है बिकॉज वी आर यूज टू लिविंग विद मोर पीपल, राइट. वी हैव जॉइंट फैमिलीज, वी हैव अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल लिविंग टुगेदर, इवन इन आवर नेबरहुड्स. घर सारे दे आर नेक्स्ट टू ईच अदर, ऐसा नहीं है कि बहुत डिस्टेंस पे घर हो, इवन इन द विलेजेस, राइट. सो दिस ऑल्सो डिपेंड्स ऑन हाउ दे वुड बी कंफर्टेबल ग्रीटिंग यू. And also this comes into play when you are meeting somebody new, let's say in an interview. So yes, you would maintain that adequate distance. आप इतना उनके पास जाके खड़े नहीं होंगे बात करने के लिए, so that you know that the other person does not feel uncomfortable, right? Then next we have oculesics, which means study of eye movement and pupil dilation. Now how is this studied? As I told you, if you remember, इंटरव्यू की बात कर रहे थे एंड आई टोल्ड यू दैट यू आर सपोज टू मेंटेन आई कॉन्टैक्ट विद द पीपल यू आर टॉकिंग टू, राइट. बट आई कॉन्टैक्ट, वेरी हेल्दी आई कॉन्टैक्ट, ऐसे नहीं है कि आप बिना ब्लिंक करे उनको स्टेयर कर रहे हो, राइट. सो दैट ऑल इज स्टडी द आई कॉन्टैक्ट, हाउ मच आई कॉन्टैक्ट यू मेंटेन, दिस ऑल कम्स विद इन oculesics. So this is study of your eye movement. In case you have noticed, when people are nervous, वो क्या करेंगे, इफ यू आर टॉकिंग टू देम, वो आंखें चुराते हैं, जैसे हम कहते हैं ना हिंदी में, वो ऐसे कांस्टेंट आई कांटेक्ट मेंटेन नहीं करते. सेम इज ट्रू फॉर पीपल हु आर ट्राइंग टू टेल यू अ लाई. इन केस वो झूठ बोल रहे हैं, अगेन दे आर नॉट एबल टू मेंटेन आई कांटेक्ट, दे विल ट्राई टू लुक हियर एंड देयर जस्ट टू कैच अ मोमेंट, क्योंकि वो बंदे के अंदर गिल्ट होता है कि आई माइट गेट कॉट, right. So this all is studied. Pupil dilation is when we are interested in something interests us, तो हमारे pupils dilate हो जाते हैं. In case we are bored or we are feeling sleepy, our pupils are contracted. So yes, the people who are taking your interview, mind you, they are studying all these things, ठीक है, because उनका तो काम ही है, they are listening to your words, right. But the other people who are not questioning you at that moment, they are simply studying all these aspects to know how comfortable you are and how suitable you are a candidate for the particular job, right. Then we have haptics. Haptics means study of touch. अब study of touch में क्या आ जाता है, एक तो how well you shake your hands with the people, right, whether your handshake is very limp or it is good firm, या आप बहुत ज्यादा ही अगले बंदे का हाथ ऐसे पूरा मरोड़ दो, right. So that should also be avoided. It should be a confident firm handshake. Again, in corona times that is an exception. You would avoid shaking hands, right. So study of touch में ये सारे gestures आते हैं, like some at times हमारे elders, they greet us ऐसे हमारे हाथ सिर पे हाथ रख के, they try to bless us. Now in some cultures that is considered a blessing, whereas in other cultures it is even considered rude, right. So this also varies from culture to culture. So this all comes within haptics, which is study of touch. Then chronamics. Chronamics is related to time. Chron से आपको idea होगा कि that it is related to time. Now इसमें इंटरव्यू के साथ क्या रिलेशन है, सिंपली दिस वुड स्टडी हाउ सीरियसली यू टेक टाइम, वेदर यू हैव रीच्ड ऑन टाइम और यू हैव कम लेट्स से टू अर्ली और यू आर टू लेट फॉर योर इंटरव्यू. ये सारा क्रोनैमिक्स में होता है कि हाउ you regard time. अब some people who are very punctual, there are some people who are very laid back, and we also knew few people who are always late. So this all comes within chronamics. And ये non-verbal communication कैसे है, through this system also, at what time you are reaching, also you are conveying a message to the other person, right. Whether you are a serious candidate, you would be there in time. In case you are reaching late, so the other person knows that you are not so serious for this job or you are careless, right. Then we have paralinguistics. Paralinguistics is basically, the pitch, speed, volume, pauses. Para means beyond, right? Paranormal आपने सुना होगा. So para means beyond, outside of, right? And linguistics is words, language. So words के अलावा हमारी language के क्या aspects होते हैं? Like I told you, the pitch of your voice, how fast or slow you speak, the volume, how loud or low you are, then pauses. Where do you pause? कोई लोग नर्वसनेस में फास्ट 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 सारा कुछ बोल देते हैं, अगले पर्सन को कुछ समझ भी नहीं आता. Some people are too slow in speaking that they would emphasize each and every word. उसमें क्या होता है कि the listener might lose interest, they might not even listen to you. ठीक है, उनका भी ध्यान भटक जाएगा बिकॉज आप इतना स्लो बोल रहे हो. So all these aspects also matter. Your tone of your voice, whether it is, let's say, authoritative or confident, or you are, it could even be demeaning or defensive. For example, अगर आपको वो किसी बात पे कुछ पूछ रहे हैं, आप एकदम से डिफेंसिव हो जाओ कि नहीं ऐसा तो नहीं होता, राइट? सो ये डिफेंसिव का कैसे पता चलेगा? वर्ड्स माइट बी द सेम, हाउ यू स्पीक देम, राइट? Then non-verbal communication का very important part is your physical appearance. Like I told you, for an interview you have to be very well dressed, right? In your formals, shoes should be polished. सारा कुछ मतलब अच्छे से होना चाहिए in place. That would tell that yes, you are serious for this job and you are a sincere candidate, right? So they would want you to be the future worker for their firm. So let's move further. We already discussed this, zone distances. Now let's take a look at various non-verbal signals, right? So non-verbal signals में क्या होता है? There, some of them are inborn, some are learned, some are genetically transferred, and some are acquired. So this is why, since there is this element of acquiring the non-verbal signals, this is why yes, you can always work on your body language and you can improve it in case you feel there is something lagging behind or something you need to work on. Right? अब inborn signals क्या होंगे? Inborn signals are those which we already know. A child is born, he or she already knows that I have to point my head like this to learn no. अब इसका मैं आपको अगर base बताऊं, it's very interesting. If you notice the small kids, toddlers, right? You might have cousins or nephew, nieces या कोई भी in your neighborhood, small toddlers आपने observe किए होंगे. Even your siblings, if you remember, the younger ones, right? So उनमें क्या होता है कि if you are feeding them something with a spoon, they tend to move their head like this when they don't want to eat any further. अब इससे क्या होता है कि वो they ऐसे move कर रहे हैं head, ठीक है? The other person who is feeding, maybe the mother, father or sibling, वो कहेगा अच्छा और नहीं खाना. So they understand that this means no. And अभी बच्चे को इतनी समझ नहीं है, but that person, that child is learning this signal of non-verbal communication. Similarly, genetically transferred signals are also there, and then we have few which we acquire. And yes, some of them are universal, like nodding yes or no. Now, in any culture, this would always mean no, and this would always mean yes. ठीक है, इसमें इसके बारे में कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं है. आप चाहे अमेरिका में हो, इंडिया में हो, जापान में हो, yes and no के यूनिवर्सल हमारे सिग्नल्स हैं. Then our emotional expressions. In every culture, you would smile when you are happy. You would frown if you are, let's say, angry. You would make a sad face if you are feeling sad, right? Then there is this shoulder shrug to show that you don't know or understand. So here I have a picture of the same. That if somebody has a shoulder shrug gesture, it shows that a person does not know or understand a thing about what she is talking about, right? So let's say if your mom is asking you something and you just point your shoulders like this, so that means कि मुझे नहीं पता, right? हम ऐसे ही बोलते हैं ना, if we are speaking that I don't know. So this is again a very universal body language. Very मतलब ये भी across all cultures it has the same meaning, right? Then let's move further. I have included few more pictures. Like in the last class, if you remember, we were discussing how people, what is their body language in case they are telling a lie. So notice that here a child is telling a lie. So immediately after telling a lie, a child tends to put his or her hands to his face. Why? क्योंकि वो होता है ना कि मैंने I just spoke this untruth, so वो this is just a way of covering it up. And इस gesture से parents को एकदम से पता चल जाता है कि the child is trying to tell a lie. ठीक है? Once you are a teenager, then it gets very subtle because you learn how to cover it up, right? आपको अपनी body language पे you tend to have more control. So what you would do instead, maybe just keep your hand somewhere near your mouth, not exactly cover your mouth. And once you are grown up further, let's say adults like you are right now, then telling a lie might include just slight ऐसे nose को आप itch कर रहे हो या something like that. So that indicates that yes, you are telling a lie. And some people are really good liars, they might not even do that. ठीक है, yet हमारे ना बहुत छोटे छोटे signs होते हैं, छोटे छोटे things होती हैं which give away. Like I told you, your eye movement, right? Your gestures, your body language, if you are tapping your foot, तो उस सब से पता चल जाएगा कि whether you are nervous or you are lying or not. So however hard we may try, body language is not 100% within our control, right? So let's move further. This is another universal, non-verbal signal. When we are in a thoughtful, mood, so this is how we think, है ना? ऐसे हम कुछ सोच रहे होते हैं. अगर आपको एग्जाम में कोई क्वेश्चन याद नहीं आ रहा, आप ऐसे करके बैठ जाते हो, and then you try to think hard of the answer, right? So this is that expression, and this is where our, hand usually rests. It could be here, it could be here, right? So moving further. This is the okay gesture, right? This is the gesture we make to say okay, right? अब इसमें क्या है? This is culture specific. For example, in most of the English speaking regions, it means all correct. In France and even in Belgium, it means zero. And in Japan, it has a totally different meaning. It means money. So this is how even from one culture to another, our gestures, they mean different things, right? ये अभी पीछे हमने डिस्कस किए थे थोड़े यूनिवर्सल वाले. Now here we come to the ones which have different meanings. So here we have another, the thumbs up gesture. अब इसमें क्या होता है? Britain, Australia, New Zealand and in many other countries as well, this is at times used to ask for a lift, right? अब ऐसे ऐसे हम करते हैं तो इसका मतलब यही होता है ना कि if I could get a lift, or if it is like this, it means okay. ठीक है, और मे बी वेल डन, और जैसे ऑल द बेस्ट भी हो सकता है. बट इटालियंस में क्या है? दे यूज इट टू काउंट वन. मोस्ट अदर पीपल यूज द इंडेक्स फिंगर इंस्टेड. सो इन केस यू आर आस्क्ड समथिंग एंड यू वांट टू से जस्ट वन, तो वी टेंड टू यूज आवर इंडेक्स फिंगर, राइट? बट द इटालियंस दे काउंट दिस वे, 1 2 3, उनका काउंटिंग का ऐसे है, right? So this is how even the thumbs up gesture, it means different, it has a different meaning in different cultures, in different countries, right? So now coming to the final topic, which is your body language during an interview, right? So here we have, what things you need to keep in mind. So इसमें क्या है? Let's talk about the eye contact first. So you should always maintain good eye contact. Like I told you, try not to stare, right? एक आपका don't wander, ये भी नहीं है कि आपकी eyes इधर उधर ऐसे जा रही है. No doubt, ठीक है, you are sitting in a new room, you want to, let's say, observe what all is lying there, or you want to see what other people are doing, ठीक है, but you don't have to do that. जो भी person आपसे बात कर रहा है, you have to try to maintain an eye contact with that person. And while answering, if it's let's say an elaborate answer, you can shift from one person to another. जैसे हम आपस में बात करते हैं कि सबकी तरफ eye contact maintain करो, right? Then don't cross your arms. It comes off as defensive or uninterested. Now see this lady here, she has crossed her arm. This should be avoided. अब कभी भी इंटरव्यू में ना ऐसे नहीं बैठना आपने, right? Like you are sitting ऐसे करके. No, that gives off a very bad impression कि this person is either very bored with us, or this person is not interested, or this person is being very defensive. ठीक है, तो ये नहीं ऐसे करना. Simply your hands should be in your lap. Then practice your handshake, arrange your belongings properly. Yes, now this is also important. Now अभी तो handshake का कोरोना के कारण चलो, it's not going to be there, but I am sure once, by the time you are going to appear for interviews, corona would be gone. Let's hope. So in that case, yes, you should always keep your right hand free. ये नहीं होना चाहिए कि आप इतना सामान लेकर जा रहे हो और वहां पर अगर the other person is offering you his hand to shake, तो आप पहले अपना सामान adjust करो and then you shake your hand, right? So it should be left free beforehand. ठीक है, आप अपना belongings उस accordingly पकड़ लो. Then avoid trying to cross your legs. This can cause distraction. when switching legs. All right. So now this एक तो it will give off a casual appearance कि आप ऐसे cross leg करके बैठे हुए हो आराम से, right? In the interview, that is not the correct body language. You should be sitting with a straight back, with your legs नीचे आराम से and your hands in your lap or whatever file you are holding on to. ठीक है? So avoid trying to cross your legs. This at times becomes our default way of sitting, but in that case, you have to be conscious. Consciously आपने ध्यान रखना है कि आप ऐसे legs cross करके ना बैठो. Then keep an interested expression and don't forget to smile. Yes, you have to keep let's say a relaxed face. ठीक है, not के आप सारा टाइम स्माइल ही कर रहे हो, that is again not normal. Just keep a relaxed face. कई बार होता है ना कि we are so nervous, हमारा face ऐसे पूरा ना muscles are tight, our expression is very fixed, or it comes off as very stern, or it may even come off as very nervous. So you have to make sure वैसा ना हो. Just stay relaxed, mentally remind yourself to stay relaxed and keep an interested expression in case the other person is speaking something. Yes, you can just lean forward a bit and try to listen attentively to whatever they are saying. And then you can, yes, just slightly nod your head. ठीक है, सिर्फ in between, जैसे हम क्लास में आप करते ही हो ना, whenever the teacher is saying something and the teacher tends to look at you, there is an eye contact, so yes, you might just nod slightly that yes, I understood the point even if you didn't. Right? ऐसा ही होता है ना क्लास में. Just to show the teacher that yes, हम बहुत ध्यान से सुन रहे हैं पूरा lecture and we just understood what the teacher just said. So at times we just nod ऐसे. Then same you have to do in the interview as well. Keep that interested expression and just keep a relaxed face. Then remember good posture and sit up straight. Now ऐसे tendency होती है कि after some time ना back ऐसे relax करके हम आगे को lean कर जाते हैं. We slouch. This should be avoided. And also what should be avoided कि बिल्कुल ऐसे सीधा भी नहीं बैठना, क्योंकि उससे पता चल जाएगा कि you are tense and इस posture में आपकी थोड़ी देर बाद back भी दुखेगी. So just stay relaxed, slightly straight back. ठीक है, it should not be ऐसे totally straight, right? ऐसे आगे को slouch भी नहीं करना, just stay relaxed and kind of straight back, right? Then don't overuse hand gestures. You don't want to distract from what you are saying. Now at times, yes, slight use of hand gestures is fine. ठीक है? In case you notice your teachers, we also use our hand gestures slightly. But अगर हम हर एक बात ही hand gesture से कर रहे हैं, ठीक है, हमारे hands इधर ही कुछ ना कुछ we are making some gestures, उससे क्या होगा? You guys will be distracted by our gestures. You might just notice the gestures and you know हम जो बात बोल रहे हैं वो आप सुनो भी ना, ठीक है, वो आप comprehend भी ना करो. This is also a tendency. This can happen. So this should also be avoided while you are appearing for the interview. Don't use your hand gestures too much. Just once or twice it's okay. Otherwise ऐसे नहीं है कि आपके hands आप कुछ उनको समझाने की कोशिश कर रहे हो, right? Then we have a very golden rule that remain calm. Don't let nerves make your feet do a tap dance. अब what happens? आप notice करोगे even in your friends who are impatient, they're waiting for something or maybe somebody, ऐसे पैर नीचे ऐसे ऐसे करते रहेंगे टैप, right? या अपने हैंड से ऐसे ऐसे कुछ ऐसे ऐसे टैप करते रहेंगे. Even in the exam hall you notice के either they are closing the pen's cap, removing it, constantly वही करी जा रहे हैं, or they might just ऐसे ऐसे कुछ अपने ऐसे ऐसे हैंड से करी जा रहे हैं या ऐसे पैर से कुछ करी जा रहे हैं. तो that all is also very distracting. And it also tells that yes, you are being impatient or you are being nervous, right? So something is distracting your mind or something is going on in your mind other than the interview as well. So this should also be avoided and you have to be very conscious of this thing. क्योंकि अगर जो mostly लोग ऐसे करते हैं ना, उनको इस बात के ना realization भी नहीं हो रही कि वो ऐसा कर रहे हैं. Right? Like I told you, big part of our body language is unconscious. It is not within our control. You might not even notice it till somebody else points it out that okay, you have a tendency to do this. Yeah, this is how your expressions are when you're talking about this. वो हम बात realize नहीं करते, but others around us who are looking at our face, who are observing our body language, they are able to pick on these things. And here in interview, no doubt the other interviewers, they are going to be very perceptive about all these things, all these points. Like I told you, how you are sitting, your posture, your body language, hand gestures, your tone of your voice, right? Pitch of your voice, volume, the speed at which you speak, all that they are noticing it. They're noticing it more than they're listening to your words, right? Because वो तो trained होते हैं, they're trained to look for certain signs, they're trained to look for certain warning signs as well कि अगर ऐसा कोई person कर रहा है तो this is what it means and this person should be avoided, right? क्योंकि that is उनका तो रोज का काम है, they have been doing that since years, right? So they are professionals at their job, and yes, you also have to be really presentable and really confident and take care of all these points in case you want to perform well in your interview, right? So these points are very important. So that was all for today's lecture. In case you want me to revisit any part, let me know. Yes, anything you want me to repeat? All right, I'm just stopping the screen share for a moment. Yes, so any doubt you might have?
No, ma'am.
No, anything, any observation you might want to share? कुछ आपने न्यू सीखा हो या कुछ आपको फैसिनेटिंग लगा हो? Okay, nothing. Interesting तो लगा होगा, learning about body language.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
this would also help you in your interview now that you know what all is included within it. Now even, try this exercise. It's interesting. Try to observe your friends, your family on all these points which we discussed. Right? I will share this PPT with you. इस पे ना सारे अपने ये वाले पॉइंट्स पे आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि अब अपने घर वालों पे एक्सपेरिमेंट करो, नो, जस्ट ट्राई टू ऑब्जर्व पीपल अराउंड यू ऑन दीज आई मूवमेंट, टाइम का वो कैसे हैं, देयर मतलब देयर वर्ड्स और देयर पिच, स्पीड, वॉल्यूम, पॉजेज, right? Then the physical appearance. In case, it's a very interesting exercise. Let's say if you're traveling in a public transport, you can notice these things and you can, make out that yes, this person is going to office. ठीक है, आपको कैसे पता चलता है? From the dress code, the bag he or she is carrying, right? Similarly, you can tell the people who are going to college. ठीक है, ऐसे हमें ना ये सारा बॉडी लैंग्वेज से ही पता चलता है. यू माइट नेवर हैव कॉन्शियसली नोटिस दिस थिंग, बट आपको ये चीजें पता चल जाती हैं. आपको ये नहीं पता होगा कि आपने क्या चीज नोटिस की. यू आर जस्ट एबल टू टेल कि नहीं, ये पक्का कॉलेज का ही बच्चा लग रहा है. दिस पर्सन डजंट लुक लाइक ही और शी इज गोइंग टू कॉलेज, टू ऑफिस, राइट? So that is all for today. I will definitely share this PPT with you, and yes, do convey my message to your classmates that they should not be missing the class, right? I am trying to make this class interesting कि आपको ये ना लगे कि आपके 40 minutes waste हुए हैं या आप बोर हुए हो, right? I want you to learn something from this class, and I want to learn something from this class myself, from you guys, right? Convey my message to your friends. If they are missing the classes, then they should definitely start attending the next classes. Also, before I leave, any suggestions for what you want me to discuss next? Anything you want to discuss? I will have a quiz for current affairs. So yes, just a reminder, try to be more regular with the news. थोड़ा सा उसका पहले quiz कर लेंगे. Other than that, in case you come up with something, let me know. हम वो उसकी क्लास आगे रख सकते हैं. ठीक है, कुछ भी आपको लगता है जिसमें you need more help. All right? So yes, quiz is a good idea, right? And I really thank you for appreciating the class and attending it. So that is a big compliment for me that you all have been regular students and आपने सारी classes almost लगाई हैं, right? So that is a big, thumbs up for you guys as well. So that was all. See you in the next class and take care.